What I'm about to share with you today will challenge everything you thought you knew about aging and sexuality. In my 25 years as a urologist, I've sat across from thousands of men over 60 who whispered the same regret. Doctor, I wish someone had told me this 20 years ago. Last month, a 73-year-old retired teacher named Frank looked me in the eye and said, Doctor, I stopped touching myself when I turned 65 because I thought it was undignified at my age. Now you're telling me that decision might have cost me my health? Frank's PSA had jumped from 4.2 to 9.8 in just 2 years, and he was facing a prostate biopsy. Today I'm going to share the masturbation secrets that could have changed Frank's story, secrets that most seniors discover too late, if at all. These aren't just medical facts, they're life-changing truths that can add years to your life and life to your years. If you're over 55 or if you know someone who is, what you're about to learn could literally save a life. We're going to explore the Harvard research that shocked the medical world, uncover the biological secrets your body's been hiding, and reveal practical techniques that work specifically for older men. The heartbreaking truth. Let me tell you about the phone call that changed how I practice medicine forever. It was from Margaret, the wife of one of my patients. Dr. Whitaker, she said through tears, Harold is dying of prostate cancer. He's only 68. Could this have been prevented? Harold had been my patient for 3 years. A proud man, a veteran, someone who believed that real men don't complain and don't discuss private matters. When Harold turned 62, he made a decision that thousands of men make. He stopped masturbating because he thought it was inappropriate for his age. Dr. Harold had told me once, I'm a grandfather now. That kind of behavior is for young men. I tried to explain the health benefits, but Harold was set in his ways. Cultural shame had convinced him that sexual self-care was somehow undignified. Here's the devastating truth. Harold's decision to stop masturbating likely accelerated his cancer development. The Harvard Medical School study that followed 31,925 men for 18 years found that men who ejaculated 21 or more times per month had a 20% lower risk of prostate cancer. For aggressive cancers, the kind Harold developed, the protection was even stronger. But Harold's story isn't unique. In my practice, I see the pattern constantly. Men who reach their 60s and decide they're too old for sexual activity. They're embarrassed, they think it's undignified, or they believe their wives would disapprove. So they stop and their prostates pay the price. The cruel irony? This is exactly when masturbation becomes most medically important. Your prostate doesn't retire when you turn 65. It keeps producing fluid 24/7, and that fluid needs regular release to prevent stagnation, inflammation, and potentially cancerous changes. Think of your prostate like a factory that never shuts down. If the products aren't regularly shipped out, they accumulate, spoil, and create problems. Stagnant prostatic fluid becomes a breeding ground for bacteria and concentrates potentially carcinogenic compounds. Regular ejaculation flushes these harmful substances out, like opening the drain in a backed-up sink. But here's what makes me angry. Nobody talks about this. We'll discuss blood pressure medication, cholesterol levels, and diabetes management openly, but we whisper about sexual health as if it's shameful rather than essential. Meanwhile, men are literally dying from ignorance about their own bodies. The statistics are sobering. Prostate cancer will affect 1 in 8 American men, with rates climbing sharply after age 50. Yet the simple act of regular ejaculation, something completely natural and private, could prevent thousands of these cases annually. The science your doctor won't discuss. Let me share the scientific secrets that most doctors are too uncomfortable to discuss with their older patients. The research is crystal clear, but cultural taboos keep this life-saving information locked away in medical journals. The Harvard Breakthrough Study wasn't just large, it was massive. Researchers followed nearly 32,000 healthcare professionals for 18 years, asking detailed questions about ejaculation frequency and tracking who developed prostate cancer. These weren't random people. They were doctors, dentists, and other medical professionals who could provide accurate health information. The results stunned the medical community. Men who ejaculated 21 or more times monthly, that's about 5 times per week, had dramatically lower cancer rates than men who ejaculated only 4 to 7 times monthly. The protection was strongest against aggressive, life-threatening cancers, exactly the types that kill men like Harold. But here's the secret most doctors won't tell you. The protective effect was strongest for ejaculation frequency during ages 40-49, but significant protection continued throughout life. In other words, it's never too late to start protecting your prostate, even if you're already in your 60s, 70s, or beyond. The biological mechanism is fascinating and something every older man should understand. Your prostate continuously produces prostatic fluid, about 0.5 to 2.0 milliliters daily. This fluid contains proteins, enzymes, and other substances that support sperm function, but it also accumulates cellular debris and potentially harmful compounds. When you don't ejaculate regularly, this fluid stagnates. Imagine leaving milk in your refrigerator for months. It spoils, grows bacteria, and becomes toxic. The same thing happens in your prostate. Stagnant fluid creates the perfect environment for bacterial growth, inflammation, and the concentration of carcinogenic substances. Regular ejaculation acts like a natural irrigation system. Each orgasm forces old, potentially harmful fluid out of the prostate's numerous ducts and chambers, replacing it with fresh, healthy secretions. The muscular contractions during orgasm also massage the prostate, improving circulation and preventing the formation of prostatic stones. But there's more. During arousal and ejaculation, blood flow to your pelvic region increases by up to 400%. This surge of fresh blood delivers nutrients and oxygen to prostate tissue while carrying away waste products and toxins. It's like giving your prostate a complete cleansing and revitalization treatment. The hormonal changes are equally important. Sexual activity stimulates the release of beneficial hormones like testosterone, yes, even in older men, growth hormone, and DHEA, while reducing stress hormones like cortisol. These hormonal changes support overall health and may help maintain the genetic stability of prostate cells. Research has also shown that men who maintain regular sexual activity have different patterns of gene expression in their prostate tissue. Specifically, genes involved in cell repair and cancer prevention are more active. It's as if regular ejaculation keeps your prostate's natural defense systems operating at peak efficiency. The secrets that change everything. Now let me share the practical secrets that older men discover too late, the techniques and truths that could have saved Harold and thousands of men like him. These are the real-world strategies that work specifically for men over 55. Secret number 1. Frequency matters more than intensity. Many older men think they need to achieve the same vigorous orgasms they had in their 20s. Wrong. The prostate benefits come from ejaculation itself, regardless of intensity. A gentle, brief session provides the same protective effect as a marathon session. Quality doesn't matter. Consistency does. Let me tell you about Robert, a 71-year-old widower who came to me worried about his decreased sexual response. "Doctor, it takes me longer now, and it's not as intense. Am I wasting my time?" I explained that his gentler orgasms were providing just as much prostate protection as his younger self's more vigorous experiences. The relief on his face was profound. Secret number 2. Morning is often best for older men. Testosterone levels peak in the morning, even in older men. Many of my patients report better response and easier arousal in the morning hours. Don't fight your body's natural rhythms. Work with them. Secret number 3. Lubrication isn't just helpful, it's essential. As men age, natural lubrication decreases and skin becomes more sensitive. Using a high-quality personal lubricant prevents irritation and makes the experience more comfortable. There's no shame in needing lubrication. It's practical health maintenance. Secret number 4. Slower can be better. Many older men discover that taking their time leads to more satisfying experiences and better health benefits. The increased blood flow that comes from extended arousal provides maximum benefit to prostate circulation. Secret number 5. Mindfulness enhances both pleasure and health benefits. Focus on the physical sensations rather than performance goals. This reduces anxiety, improves arousal, and maximizes the stress reduction benefits that support overall health. Secret number 6. Scheduling isn't unromantic. It's smart healthcare. Just as you schedule exercise or take medications at regular times, scheduling sexual self-care ensures consistency. Many of my patients find that planning removes performance pressure and ensures they don't skip this important health maintenance. Secret number 7. It's never too late to start. I've had patients in their 80s begin regular masturbation for health reasons and experience improved urinary function, better sleep, and enhanced overall well-being. Your body responds to care at any age. Secret number 8. Partial erections still provide benefits. Many older men worry that softer erections mean they can't benefit from masturbation. Not true. The arousal process itself increases blood flow and stimulates beneficial hormonal changes, even without a firm erection. Overcoming the shame and practical barriers. The biggest barrier to older men protecting their prostate health isn't physical, it's psychological. The shame, embarrassment, and cultural programming that tells men they're too old for sexual activity is literally killing them. Let me share the story of Thomas, a 66-year-old church deacon who struggled with guilt about masturbation. Dr. Whitaker, he said, I was raised to believe this was sinful. How can I reconcile my faith with what you're telling me about my health? I explained to Thomas that his body was created with these natural functions for a reason. The prostate's need for regular emptying isn't a design flaw. It's part of how the male body was designed to maintain health. Many religious scholars have written about the difference between lustful thoughts and health maintenance activities. Thomas eventually found peace by reframing masturbation as medical care rather than sexual indulgence. I take my blood pressure medication to protect my heart, he told me later. Now I understand this is medication for my prostate. For men worried about their partner's reaction, communication is key. Many wives are relieved to learn that their husband's masturbation isn't about dissatisfaction with their relationship, but about health maintenance. Some couples even incorporate this understanding into their intimacy, viewing it as shared responsibility for the husband's health. Practical barriers are often easier to overcome than emotional ones. Privacy concerns can be addressed by establishing regular times when you won't be interrupted. Physical limitations from arthritis or other conditions can be accommodated with different positions, supportive pillows, or even medical devices designed for men with mobility issues. For men taking medications that affect sexual function, don't give up. Work with your doctor to find solutions. Sometimes medication timing can be adjusted, or additional treatments can be added to restore function. The health benefits are worth the effort. Energy levels often concern older men. Doctor, I just don't have the energy I used to, is a common complaint. Remember, this doesn't need to be an athletic performance. Even a gentle, brief session provides health benefits. Start small and build gradually if needed. The life-changing results. Let me tell you what happens when older men finally embrace this secret. The transformations I've witnessed aren't just medical, they're life-changing. Richard, now 69, started regular masturbation at age 64 after his PSA began rising. 3 years later, his PSA has stabilized, his sleep has improved, and he reports feeling more energetic and positive. Doctor, I feel like I've got my vitality back, he told me. I wish I'd known this secret 20 years ago. The physical benefits extend beyond prostate protection. Regular sexual activity improves circulation throughout the body, helps maintain hormone levels, and provides natural stress relief. Many men report better sleep, improved mood, and increased energy levels. The psychological benefits are equally profound. Men who embrace sexual self-care as health maintenance often experience reduced anxiety about aging, improved self-confidence, and a greater sense of control over their health. They stop seeing their bodies as failing machines and start viewing them as systems that respond to proper care. But perhaps the most important change is the shift from shame to empowerment. Men who understand the health science behind masturbation stop feeling guilty about a natural body function and start feeling proud that they're taking control of their health. Here's your action plan. If you're over 55 and not currently maintaining regular ejaculation, about 5 times per week, start slowly. Begin 2 to 3 times per week and gradually increase. Use lubrication, take your time, and focus on the health benefits rather than performance. Track your progress. Note any improvements in urinary function, sleep quality, or overall energy. Many men are surprised by the positive changes they experience. Most importantly, discuss this with your doctor. Yes, it might be uncomfortable, but this is legitimate medical care. Your doctor needs to understand all aspects of your health maintenance routine. Remember Frank from the beginning? After our conversation, he started regular masturbation as part of his health routine. His most recent PSA showed the first decrease in 2 years. Doctor, he said with a smile, I wish someone had told me this secret 20 years ago, but I'm grateful to know it now. You don't have to be another Harold dying from preventable cancer because nobody told you the truth about your body's needs. You can be another Richard, reclaiming your vitality and protecting your health with knowledge that should have been shared decades ago. The secret is out. The choice is yours. Subscribe for more life-saving men's health secrets. Share this with men who need to hear it, and most importantly, take action. Your prostate and your life depend on it.